This is Tracy from GiftBasketappeal, and today we're going to make our own animal print container. And all you need is an empty container and a Sharpie marker. So let's get started. Okay, so this was actually a peanut container. It's a perfect size. If you want to do a quick mini project, you can use it for storage space. You could also use some decorative paper and cover it. But I thought, let me try something a little bit different. Let me do some animal print directly on the container. Now this had a label on it, and I peeled it off to see what was under it, and I really kind of like the look of this. So I figured, you know what, this would be great to show you how I do my animal print. So this is like a zebra print, and I've done this on some boxes that I wanted to use for storage, and it's basically making lines. So you just have to kind of making curved lines, or somewhat curved lines, but you'll see. So I think I'm going to do maybe a side to side curved line on here. I'm not really sure. I may just kind of veer off. But what you're doing when you're starting your animal print, you want to make like these kind of a curved line like this. And then you want to make this area just a little bit thicker. You see how I did that? And you'll see once you get a couple more of these going. And so I'm starting with this kind of being like a pointed end there. You see how it's thinner right here, and then it kind of gets larger there, and then I made it thinner here and then a little bit larger there. So that's just one line. And so I usually take another line and maybe go in another direction, and then I just make it a little bit thicker, maybe in that area like that. And so once you have a bunch of these, it really starts to look like an animal print. And I just connected this one. You don't have to connect them at all. And so you want your lines to come out, but you don't want them to really be touching. So you see there's a little bit of space there, and you can do them as close as possible. And so as you see, just making some, it's all about making a thinner line there, making it thicker. So this is basically like a zebra print. And once you start getting really comfortable with this, you'll be doing it and really not thinking about it. See how that's starting to look like a print? And you can do longer lines, shorter lines. You can have it really thick. So you put one in here like this. But as long as the lines aren't touching, as long as these have spaces between them, you're good to go. I love making my own print, and you can do it on paper and then apply the paper to a container. That's another thing. Or if you want to make a background for a card, you can make your own background and use that same print. And this is a fun project for me because I love doodling. So if you're one of those people that like to take pens and pencils and just start drawing things, this will be the perfect project for you. And you see how that's starting to really look like an animal print. And I think I'm going to come around with another one in here, not allowing it to touch. Just a little bit in there. I really want you to be able to see that. And like I said, you can make longer lines or shorter lines. So you're just curving it, you're making it wider on the inside, and then making it a little bit pointed. And this is not really a defined Sharpie, and I'm still able to do it. So you can basically use whatever black marker that you want. But it would be nice if it had like a point, like a really small edge that you can do this with. And so basically that's it. You're basically just doing that over and over and over again, making your lines, and you see how that's starting to form. So I'm going to go ahead and do a bunch of these and come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so my container is all done, and look how fun and just looks like the coolest thing. I am really loving the way that came out. And what I also want to do is I took the dryer sheet box and cut a circle for the top here. And you don't have to do this. And I just fit it to go right in the middle of there. So now you got a matching, it matched perfectly my peanut container. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to this. And if this doesn't work, if it doesn't have enough stick, I can always use a stronger glue for this. But I'm going to try out my Dollar Tree adhesive, liquid adhesive, that's what it's called. And we'll see how it goes. Just place that in there. And this is, I love this craft idea because it's something you can do. It's super easy. You can fill this with some treats or some candies. Or you can have it as a container for, I guess, hair bows, accessories. It can be a nice little container for your craft. So I hope you were inspired by this. Oh, I do have one more thing to show you. I want to show you the box that I made. Okay, so let me show you this box that I did using the same print. And I use this for like craft storage. But look how super cool that is. And all I did is I took the same Sharpie and I just went along the border here. So I've had this box for about 2 years now. I just never did a video on it, and I had been meaning to. But you see how that is? Using the same, once you learn that technique, you can just do it on just about any container. So I hope this gave you some ideas. I hope this inspired you. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and go ahead and hit that like button. So I'll see you real soon. Bye.